Camboy. Hello, my name is Camboy. During holidays and family seasons, my entire family of like a million people. I have a really big family, so all of us would like gather together. My dad has 7 siblings, and 5 out of the 7 live in Washington. So during holidays and family gatherings, we would all gather up at my uncle's house, and we would do karaoke. What else did we do? We would honestly just chill and like laugh together. Like the concept of family is like really big in my family. I think during Christmas, my uncle would make pho. Like we do that every year. Whenever my aunt from Iowa would come to visit us, she would make salakare, which is amazing because like she learned it from my grandma. My aunts and uncles, they do like Cambodian karaoke. Like I would hear that, but then my older cousins who are like 24 to like 34, like they would do like their own karaoke, like of like early 2000s music. But like songs, like with like the older generation, I would know like Saramonica, Songsa, or like my older cousins, I would remember like the Backstreet Boys, like I want it that way. Growing up, I didn't find it hard since my parents spoke to me in Khmer at home. One time I found it difficult was when my dad decided to send my siblings and I to Catholic school, which was hard because like we were Buddhist at home. Like we would do like Cambodian New Year's like every April. We have the bre display, and like we would tuk every night. Yeah, so like when I went to Catholic school, it was different. We would like read the Bible on the first day of class, and like I have no like Christian background, so like when they told me to like open the Bible, I was like, what? What does that even mean? And yeah, so like going from like being like Buddhist at home and like going to school and like learning or having like religion classes, was different. Yeah, all the time. I don't know. I speak broken Khmer, so like I learned Khmer from my parents like while growing up. But when I went to school, I learned English. So like sometimes like when I speak to my parents now, it would be like a mixture of Khmer and English. And like one time I found it difficult was when I would like be my parents' translator, and like I wouldn't know how to like explain certain things in Khmer, so I'd like have to say it in English and get like a little frustrated that I don't know it. If it pertains to other families, but the Paon in the family, they're always babied and like they get away with everything. So basically when we were younger, whenever my sister and I would do something bad, we'd blame it on our little brother because we knew he would not get in trouble or like he wouldn't get like disciplined for it compared to like my sister and I. So we basically blamed everything on our brothers because we knew he won't get punished. The bong is like always like when you're older than someone, like anyone younger, the bong would have to like listen to whatever they say and like be respectful to their bongs. So bongs have to be respectful to their bongs. So we basically listened to everything our older sister said. Cambodian culture is very rich. I think one thing that I love is the food. My favorite foods are like manchow or like slamachu or like chakrung. Around here there aren't any Cambodian restaurants around, so I can't really go out and get Cambodian food, but when I do, my parents just cook it for me. And that's like a goal that I want to like achieve, is like learn how to cook Khmer food the same way my parents did, or like my grandma did. I don't know, I love like the rich culture, I love the language. The language is beautiful. I love the food, I love like our ethics, like family values. I like the traditions, like going to Wat like every April. Weddings, the weddings are beautiful. I would, like when I was a kid, I would like go like outside of the temple and like have fun, but like as I got older, like I went inside the temple, I sat with my parents. I think what's uncomfortable is like how you sit, because like you have to sit like this. I don't know how to explain this. Basically, you know how like in elementary schools, how like girls wear like skirts or whatever, and they have to like sit in that position. Yeah, we sit like that the entire time. So like, don't wear tight jeans. You also have to like pray like this, and like just the monks are like chanting as well. I don't know what they're saying because it's not in Khmer. Khmer music, of course. There's a lot of food. There's like beef sticks, there's vai cha, there's like baklahong, and like a lot of like gnomes and stuff. I think one of my favorite things, like one of my favorite gnomes at the South Park Temple, they made like waffles. So good. I love the beef sticks and vai cha though. Other than the food, there's like games, like there's like a beanbag like run, beanbag race, and after you win, you like get a prize, like you get like money, like free money. There's also gambling at Khmer New Year. It's called Klaklok. There's basically like 6 animals, and like I think there's like two dices in like on a plate, and there's like a bowl on top, so like you just shake it, and like you put $1 on like each like animal, and however many like animals appear on the dice is how many dollars you get back. So basically if I put like $1 on a crab and there's 2 crabs, you'll end up with $3. But one time I put a 20 down on like a crab, and there was like literally 2 crabs, and I got $60. One thing I hate about the Cambodian culture is like arranged marriages. My parents were in an arranged marriage, and like, I don't know. And they're divorced now, so that kind of affected me when I was younger. Like they would fight like all the time. Like they fought a lot like during high school, which was annoying, but like when they finally got a divorce, my sister and I would like have to be their translator. And so we basically found the divorce papers, we filled them out for them, we dealt with the lawyers. Yeah, so like it was like a lot of stress, like on me and my sister, while like going to like a Catholic school, learning a new culture, and like there's like my parents at home fighting. So like I don't know. My grandma, like I think like that generation, like it was like more common for people to like be in arranged marriages. Like it's just like a part of the culture. Yeah, all my aunts and uncles were arranged, but like they ended up like liking each other in the end. But like my parents were like the only ones that like actually got a divorce. But like when I talked with other Cambodian Americans, like that outside of my family, like some of their parents like got divorced too, so I like related to them a lot. I can see it kind of changing, like my parents were like, not my parents, my family, like my aunts and uncles are like more accepting of like their kids or my cousins' significant others. Like some of them are like white or like black, so like I see them being more accepting of it. so there's like arranged marriages are like uncommon now, but like I know that it's common in Cambodia now because at the Catholic school, I had a international student friend. I had a friend who was an international student from Cambodia, and she goes to like UCLA. She goes to UCLA, and like she wants to stay in the U.S. because if she goes back home, she knows that her parents would like arrange her in a marriage. So like she's trying to stay like away from Cambodia for as long as she can. Yeah. When I interviewed them, like it was in middle school for my paper. Like I was writing about like my parents and like their life before the U.S. and like they were talking about how they didn't know their dad. Like they died like long before the Khmer regime started, and like how their mom, my grandma, would like basically take care of 7 kids and like adopt 1 kid, and like how she brought 6 of them to Cambodia, or not Cambodia, the United States. Yeah, and like I don't know, it's very interesting, but like hard to listen to that they like went through that. My dancing is honestly so fun. Like before, like when I was a kid, I did not appreciate Khmer music until when I was like older. Like at every weddings, my uncle he's like a singer in Washington. He would like sing Khmer music like at all the weddings, at all the birthday parties, or any other event, but I didn't appreciate it as much, and like I didn't know how good Khmer music was until recently. Growing up, I didn't know that many Cambodians outside of my family. I only knew like 2 or like 3 people from school, but like we weren't really close. But one of the reasons why I came to UW was to take the Khmer course and like connect with other Cambodians. Like if there's like a Khmer course, like the Khmer community has to be big. But yeah, another reason why I wanted to take Khmer was to be able to communicate with my grandma, since she can only speak in Khmer. But after she passed away in the summer, I kind of like I took it for granted, like the Khmer culture and the Khmer language. So like after she passed, I was like more motivated and encouraged to like learn Khmer, learn how to read and write. One goal that I wanted to do was like go back to Cambodia and like give back to the community. Give back to the community with like my Khmer skills, I guess. Honor my family, honor Cambodia, maybe like preserve our heritage and culture. So I'm taking like my course right now at UW, and I honestly really like it. I'm learning new things like every day, and I think my Khmer has gotten a lot better. If you like get the chance to like learn Khmer, like I feel like you should take it, because an opportunity like that will never come again. Ever since coming to UW, I've been discovering like new clubs and like I've encountered different kinds of communities. But one main community that I was drawn to was the KHSA, the Khmer Student Association, and that's where I met people who were like similar to me. And like recently I went to a conference and we were talking about like our personal, like anything we'd want to share about like our families and how we grew up. And I didn't realize how much I connected with these people until like they like opened up and like told me about their experiences. So I'm glad that I found a community that I can relate to and that I can like maybe speak Khmer too, which is also fun. Akon Chan Ting Aknia, thank you for everyone for listening to my story.